Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Keefe D, don't forget he's being accused of unaliving or being close to somebody who's unaliving a famous rapper. Imagine that. One of the most famous rappers ever. Unbelievable.
That pulled up to a BMW that Shakur was in when the gunshots rang out in Las Vegas. Now, Davis allegedly claimed that his nephew, Orlando Anderson, who's now deceased, was the one who actually shot the rapper, although there is reporting that Davis was the one who maybe provided the gun. Again, these are allegations at this point. But what we do know...
So that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on with Keefe D right now. They say he's in a bad situation. He's in his 60s right now. This incident occurred when he was in his 30s. Maybe when he was in his 30s, he probably never thought when he was in his 60s, he'd be down and out financially. Because when he was in his 30s, he was doing very well financially. So Keefe D said, you know what? He didn't really do it. He was just doing it, saying whatever to try to make some money. He's poor. But everyone else is saying different. But everyone's confused now. Everyone's confused now. Unbelievable. Really is. Really is.
Now is that Davis has become the only person ever charged in the shooting of Tupac Shakur. He's being held in Clark County since his arrest last September. And now we've learned that prosecutors seem to have new evidence that they say proves Davis was in Las Vegas on the night of the killing. They say a hotel room was booked under...
Don't forget, Keefe D is saying that, you know what? There's nobody at all, except for maybe Foxy Brown, allegedly, who could place him, in Vegas. He said, I was 200-300 miles away from Vegas at the incident. You can't prove that I was there. You can't prove that I was there. That's what he was saying. Unbelievable, he was saying. He was.
Also says a witness, Corey Edwards, provided a statement to police in 2006 that he saw Davis with his own eyes out in Las Vegas that night. This was after the Mike Tyson fight. In a legal response, a footnote reads, quote, unlike many other witnesses who have provided corroboration of defendant's guilt, Mr. Edwards is still alive. Now, Davis's attorney has previously said that just because Davis says he was in Las Vegas doesn't mean he really was. But one of the last times the issue of...
So what's going on with Keefe D? What's going on with Keefe D? He's trying to get out. What I'm trying to figure out, and what everyone else is trying to figure out, is why would Keefe D go do interviews and tells a story incriminating himself? We will never know. Some people say, you know what, he wrote a book trying to get some money because he was down and out financially. The thing about being a gangster, it doesn't come with a retirement plan. It's a terrible thing. It really is. And Keefe D was a gangster all throughout his life. He really was.
Came up was back in June when Davis explained that he could put up the $750,000 bond. Here's the problem with that. It seems Davis's team has pushed for someone in particular, someone in the hip-hop community, to put up $112,500 of the bond premium. Reportedly, this is coming from entertainment manager Cash Whack 100 Jones. And the judge in this case...
Everyone's trying to free Keefe D. Don't forget, if he's an innocent man, I'm assuming he shouldn't have anything to worry about. Imagine that. Imagine being innocent and still having something to worry about. I have to admit, sometimes innocent individuals get convicted. But let's get back to the story. Keefe D, why did he feel so good about telling that story? Yeah, I just handed it to him. Yeah, we're from the South. Everything he was saying. They say he was the best interviewer around. Is that the truth? They say he's up there with A.R.Rap. Is that possible? Can anybody really be up there with A.R.Rap? But they say, yeah, Keefe D might be up there.
Clark County District Court Judge Carly Kearney had reservations about whether the source of this money was actually legitimate. So Davis's bond request was denied. You see, there have also been accusations that Jones agreed to put up the money in exchange for Davis agreeing to do a TV project. And one of the things that complicates that is apparently under Nevada law, convicted criminals are prohibited from profiting off of their crimes. We've seen this before, these kind of...
It's unbelievable. Keefe D can't make any money off his crimes. Whack 100 can't make any money off of Keefe D's crimes, even though he's never been convicted. Think about that. He didn't go to trial yet. He wasn't even found guilty or innocent. Is it something personal they have against Keefe D? I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just talking. But think about that. Think about that. He said he can't profit from his crime even though he wasn't sentenced. Unbelievable. That's what they're saying, though.
Of Sam laws, right? The defense seemed to counter that and say that a TV project or a documentary would be mostly about Davis's life, not just the Tupac Shakur shooting, and says that in no way does this break any laws, particularly since Davis isn't convicted yet. There's also been reporting that defense attorney Carl Arnold was receiving offers for a film crew to follow him as he works on Davis's case. He even allegedly called the killing of Shakur a legacy legal case. And that brings us back to that Nevada courtroom this week, as Mr. Arnold argued that the judge should reconsider her denial of bail. On page 3.
What I'm trying to figure out, some people say there's no witnesses. If there's no witnesses, I mean, is Keefe D going to tell himself? I mean, if there is witnesses, I mean, who would be bold enough to go tell on Keefe D? Let me not say that. Imagine that. Anybody would. Imagine that. Either way, he's in a situation. He's in his 60s right now. He said when he was younger, in his 30s, he was living good. He had money. As the years went by, he ran out of money. So he decided to make up a story that whatever, and it was all made up. Is that the truth? I don't know, but that's what he's saying. Then after that, he's saying, you know what? Well, yeah, that's what he's saying. Don't forget, being a gangster doesn't come with a retirement plan. So there's a good case that he was just down now. He's just trying to make some money, just telling a wild, elaborate story. But either way, that's what's going on with Keefe D right now. They got him or not, I don't know. The only thing I do know is crime don't pay, but I seen him do it. I seen him do it, though.